And I think many businesses are right now trapped, literally trapped in the non-stop, never-ending cycle, if you like, of trying to be liked by every single person that they come into contact with. And as a result, are pretty much a modified version of themselves. They're a diluted version of themselves. So as you go on this journey to build your business, don't just make all of your decisions from the emotional, from the logical position of what does this mean for the business. I'm going to try and encourage you to see it from a, what does this do for you? And who will you become along the way as you become more confident in the decisions that you make? And ultimately you'll take to your personal life. Friends and family will see it. Right, 5:30, 7 o'clock, so next door's, I've just been in to watch it, it's fucking brilliant. I mean, it makes me laugh just walking in. And my comment, I walked in, I was like, I used to be a fucking physio. Like, now I'm looking at fucking booking Broncos and like stacks of hair and a fucking coyote girl. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how did this all happen? Hats are mandatory. If you cannot find one, you better nip to a store and get one.
We start at 9:30 in the morning. Let's go.
Program. The reason that he wanted to do it was it wasn't a money conversation, it was to help him, and he was like, help me figure out how do I get better at leading people, how do I get better at coaching people, how do I get better at understanding people. People, it's just help me make more money, or how do I sort this business out? He knew what his problem was, and it's a pretty difficult one to understand and to face up to, which is help me help them. And it wasn't the opposite, which was, how do I get these people to sort themselves out? It was, how do I help me help these people?
Going in the right direction right now. Things are getting done the way it should be getting done. So maybe it's because I have the right staff on board now.
I think the law was, this goes back to yesterday. There will come a time, and there will be situations in everybody's business, no matter how good the employee, no matter how good the success description, the interview, the onboarding process, and the training. There'll always be a time where performance dips. That's normal. And the key, and I think this is the answer to the question you're asking, is if performance drops, if we want to stay in that liberation quadrant, liberation and empowerment really requires us to ask the question of why they think performance has dropped. And what do they think they need to do to bring their standards up? Being a dominator is telling them what they've done wrong. and what they need to do. And that creates that culture of distrust and just pushback, and that's what you're seeing.
The question I wanted to dig into, when we spoke in the room with the captains, you talked to me, or you briefly spoke to us about your chiropractic friend. Yeah. And you said that he realized that there was a friction point somewhere within his business that forced him to remove something from it that ultimately changed the model of the business. Can we expand on that conversation?
Yeah.
So welcome to the end of day 2 at another incredible mastermind here in Nashville. So I want to share with you my what I believe to be the biggest insight and takeaway from the event that we have just wrapped up with 150 business owners. And it was this: build your business to be respected, not liked. Build your business to be respected and not liked. And what that means is, in every single aspect of that business that you are running, whether you're dealing with patients, whether you're dealing with staff, whether you are developing staff, whether you are trying to sell a plan of care to a patient, instead of worrying about being liked, focus on being respected. Focus on doing what needs to be done, calling it tight, telling people what they need, not pandering to what they want. And I think many businesses are right now trapped, literally trapped in the non-stop, never-ending cycle, if you like, of trying to be liked by every single person that they come into contact with. And as a result, are pretty much a modified version of themselves. They're a diluted version of themselves. Dare not tell patients what the price is. Dare not tell patients that they need 10 and 12 sessions to actually fix their back pain. Dare not tell staff when the standards aren't what they are agreed. Dare not tell vendors what their standards are when doing business with each other. If you can take anything from this weekend that I've taught from 150 people this weekend, for me, it would be that. Have a think on that concept. Where in your business right now are you building it to be liked? And what we should be doing is being respected. Focus on being respected in your business by the people of your business, and your business will undoubtedly soar. If I could leave you with one thing, the conversation with Justine, who you become along the way as you build this business is, I believe, the price that we pay, or worth paying the price, if you like, to be in business. You will get a chance to be somebody that you may never have been as a result of the journey that you're on in this business. So well done, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in Orlando. Well done.